Hey guys, welcome to the Chokehold Chat. These are Tuesday's thoughts on UFC Fight Night China and who I think they should fight next. I'll go from the bottom to the top, starting at the heavyweight division with Sergey Pavlovich and Waldo Cortez. So for Waldo, I think that he should probably fight like a Tai Tuivasa. They haven't matched Tai in a long time, and it's kind of a favorable matchup for both of them, striking wise. And I guess for me, it's more for Tai to get a shot. And then, but also he's got real name value for Waldo. Waldo doesn't really have any wins for people that are like relevant to casuals. So yeah, that'll solve it for him. Or, match him up with some random heavyweights in shambles right now anyways. And that brings me to Sergey, which is more or less kind of the same thing. I think before this fight he was ranked number 3 and then he wins again. So, but the only people that are ahead of him, I would say, for the title conversation are Volkov and Ciryl. But I mean, who cares to see Volkov versus Aspinall again? I think Aspinall just runs right through him a second time. Well, I think Aspinall runs right through everybody, but for Sergey to get back into that title conversation, he needs to fight. If Tom Aspinall loses, then he can just fight Ciryl Gane. But I don't think Tom Aspinall is going to lose to anybody for the foreseeable future. So if Ciryl loses, which I think is likely, then he should fight Ciryl. And then if Almeida loses to Volkov, I think he should fight Almeida. So I think he's got two options. I think he's got Ciryl or Almeida, but they're both depending on their current matchups. But it's kind of fine either way because heavyweight moves really slowly. So that's who I think he should fight next. But like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think too. Let me know if you disagree, if you agree. For the co-main, Brian Ortega needs to go to 155 for sure. He only got down to 153. Probably his body can't take it. I think if Charles loses to Fiziev, which is probably likely because of the damage that he took, and Fiziev's a brutal striker and he hasn't given his chin time to heal yet, I would match Charles with Ortega for the jiu-jitsu, and I just think it would be a good fight. If Charles wins, then that eliminates that, and I would say a pretty good matchup for Brian Ortega, irregardless of whatever else happens, is the Michael Chandler versus Ortega would be great. There's great name value. You could put that on the third fight on a pay-per-view and take my money. I want to see that. For Aljo, there's really one guy that I want to see him fight, and that's Yair Rodriguez. He called for a title shot, but I don't think he's going to get it without maybe 1 or 2 more wins. And Yair, I think, is ranked number 3 or 4. And that would put him right up there, right behind probably Lerone and Mozart, but that's what I think. And then for the main event, Walker, it's kind of, the main event matchups, it's kind of like whatever. It's because Walker's like low top 15 anyways. I mean, you could put him in there with like Ozdemir or somebody like that. Maybe Reyes, if Reyes loses. That's a good fight, but I mean, kind of, you can just put all their names and put the names of the 10 to 15 range and just throw a dart at it, and whoever lands on, go ahead and match them up, whatever. And then Zhang, the Mountain Tiger, gets banished to the abyss of the unranked in light heavyweight, where he's probably just going to fight somebody that's just off of the Contender Series, or somebody that we've never heard of before, or somebody who's 2-2 or 1-1, but he's banished to the unranked. Or maybe he keeps his ranking, but either way, he's going to fight an unranked fighter after this. And those are Tuesday's thoughts, the matchups after UFC Fight Night China. Yeah. Also, thank you guys for viewing. I appreciate it. So, but yeah, bye guys.